Okay, today we're talking about how to protect your home with a surge protector. Okay, today we're relocating a whole home surge breaker or surge protector. First, we turn off the main. With the main disconnect shut off to this panel, we can safely remove the dead front cover here. Always remember to wear safety glasses. So this is a Homeline load center type HOM, and this surge protector is rated for 22,000 amps, up to 1500 to 700 volts, single phase, 2-pole. And you can verify the power is off by using a non-contact voltage tester or a multimeter. And this panel is 120 volt, 240 volt, 200 amp service. So I'm going to go through and shut off all the breakers. I'm going to remove this surge protector down here in the bottom right corner and relocate this 2-pole breaker to the bottom right corner. Put the surge protector up here in the top right corner because you want that surge protector to be as close to the incoming power as you can. So you can see in this panel, the power comes in on the top. That's where you want your surge protector to be, as close to that incoming power. Do not touch those lugs up top, they're still live. And now I'm just going through and checking all of my connections. A few of them are loose, so it's good that I did this. Found a couple neutrals, a couple grounds, and a couple hot screw terminals that were slightly loose. Just making sure they're all tightened back up and snug for safety. And so this Homeline surge breaker or surge protector, it's a one-shot deal. So once it encounters or absorbs a surge from the city or internally from your house, it's going to trip permanently and you have to replace it. If you're going to install a surge protector in your panel, you want to make sure it's compatible with the type of panel that you have. And this one costs right around $100, available just about anywhere. Now this house is 20 years old, so it was not built with a surge protector. That's why I installed one to protect all my appliances. There you see it installed in the upper right corner there. Again, the power is still off to this panel. But the NEC 230.67 requires new homes and new panel upgrades to have a surge protector installed with it. So keep that in mind. I'll make sure all my wires are tucked in so they don't get pinched when I put the cover back on. And this cover just has 6 screws that hold it in place. Pretty simple. Again, the power is still off. So this is not a paid promotion. I'm just sharing with you what I used in my own home. I hope this information helps you. Once we get the screws secure, we'll turn the power back on and then turn the breakers on one at a time. You always want to stand off to the side when you turn a main on or even turn a breaker back on. You don't want to stand directly in front of the panel. We'll give it a second or two, and then we'll slowly go through and flip on all our breakers. You can see that LED light is lit up, indicating that that surge protector is on, and it's protecting our panel now. And there we go, power's back on. I'm going to relabel the legend on the side there, and you can see the green LED. I hope this helps you. And now I'd like to tell you about a Practical Facilities Maintenance Handbook, available now in ebook and paperback format. It has common facilities documents, tags, signage, resource and training material, as well as common shop equipment drawings that you can use to fabricate shop equipment for your facility. The link for this book is in the video description below. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.